They're playing us. They're lying to us. And they're using skin, they're using race to destroy this land. But we are not victims. It is wrong what happened to the young lady. That's wrong. That guy should have been kicked out and should have been banned. Duke should have stopped playing. More stuff should have been done to address that. But nevertheless, we must be stronger. We're raising a generation of sensitive, weak-minded children. Welcome back to the Biblical Conservative channel. We'll come against the anti-God, anti-biblical, anti-human, anti-American spirit that is looking to prevail in this land. Please be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can receive notifications as to when the latest content is produced. In America today, especially among Black people, there is a race idolatry. People identify themselves through their skin tone more than through who they are on the inside, and in particular Christians, who they are in the eyes of God in Christ. I say that because recently, this past weekend, it was a volleyball player from Duke University who was playing at BYU, and there was this crazy dude in the stands calling her the N-word. Now that's wrong on all levels, period. But the ignorance of one stupid, probably drunk fan should not cause someone to melt down. It's wrong, period. But the problem is when you identify yourself through race, anyone that attacks it, you think they're attacking you. Back in the day, people growing up in true racism and true hostility were called all kind of names, but they didn't identify themselves through their race. They identified themselves through their humanity. And see, that's the difference. People don't identify themselves through their humanity, or Christians don't identify themselves in Christ. They identify themselves based upon external features or who you go to bed with. That stuff is not important. That stuff is superficial. And the culture and the powers that be want you to identify yourself through external features so they can bucket you, they can group you, they can balkanize you, they can control you. It's called cultural Marxism. It's pitting people against themselves based upon external features. It's called intersectionality. That's why you have Black, trans, queer, women. All that stuff. All that stuff is meant to divide and to conquer. They want to make us victims. We're not victims. We are empowered for greatness. It doesn't matter what fool may say anything bad about me. My identity is in Christ. It's not to do with that my skin has more melanin than someone else. That has nothing to do with it, because I don't identify myself as Black. I identify myself as a Christian, as a believer in God who happens to have black skin. That's how I identify myself. So if some fool wants to call me an N-word, that doesn't bother me, because I don't look at myself as being Black first. I don't idolize my skin tone. And on top of that, the N-word is spoken all throughout rap music. I don't hear people complaining about that, but let a white person say it, oh, the whole world stops, everybody's up in arms. Please miss me with that. That's hypocritical. That's hypocritical. If you're gonna get upset with a white dude saying it, you should get upset with these rappers saying it and talking derogatory towards women. That's what you should get upset about, because that happens on a constant basis, constantly, and people make money off of it. People are profiting off of that. The white puppet masters who are putting these things in the ears of our children are profiting off of that. They're playing us. They're lying to us, and they're using skin, they're using race to destroy this land. But we are not victims. It is wrong what happened to the young lady. That's wrong. That guy should have been kicked out and should have been banned. Duke should have stopped playing. More stuff should have been done to address that. But nevertheless, we must be stronger. We're raising a generation of sensitive, weak-minded children. They can't handle the slightest offense. It gets them all up in arms. They don't know what to do. That's why you have all these safe spaces in these colleges. We must stop that. We are not victims. It doesn't matter what anybody else has to say. Just don't let it be true. We are not victims. We are empowered for greatness. Thank you so much for liking your comments and subscribing to the channel. please share this with your friends. Smash that like button, smash the subscription bell, share this with everybody you know. We're trying to make sure people understand that they're not victims, that they are empowered for greatness, and all this stuff that's out here that's telling them otherwise is false and will not benefit them in the end. So please, I appreciate that. Share that.